Hello, welcome to Cracking the Code, Deloitte Diaries. I am Dr. Pankaj Raval from IMS Ghaziabad. I have a wonderful team of students with me who have cracked the code and got recruitment in Deloitte. And the names are Sarthak, Varnika, Ayush, Shreya, Kajal, Rahul,
Hello.
Anika,
Hello everyone.
Vishal. Welcome to Cracking the Code, students, and we are going to have a wonderful show here. So let me start with the first question: that did Deloitte happen to you by chance, or you actually were desperate, prepared for it, or you just participated in the recruitment process and you got through? I want real, candid answers here.
I would like to take this question, sir. Deloitte was all about a dream which I started when I came to IMS Ghaziabad. I still remember the day I was here in the campus with my mother to visit the campus, and me and my mother was sitting with the recruitment team, and my mother told that he is very much interested into Deloitte right now, and they were like, "Ma'am, it is very nice that he is still dedicated to this company right now, and he'll definitely crack it." And when the results were announced that who all got placed in Deloitte, I still remember that day and the very much first day when I visited the campus. Very much thankful to God that I got placement in this company. And yeah, definitely hard work pays off. And definitely, if you are living a dream, definitely you will achieve it. Thank you so much.
Okay, and wonderful. And now, when you all are placed, so what do you think? What are your plans now? What are you thinking about? What is in your minds? Anybody?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I would like to take this
Yeah.
question. So you asked like what are our plans about going into Deloitte? So I think that basically Deloitte has given us the location of Hyderabad. So it is a very beautiful city, and we'll be able to explore a lot. We'll get a good corporate culture because most of the biggest IT firms are there only. So I think that is my side.
Okay, and as per you, what was the most challenging part or challenges during the process?
Sir, first of all, I would like to tell that Deloitte has given us so much stress about the interviews. We were told that our interviews are placed on about 12:30 p.m. And then we got this mail that we have to be prepared by 10 because at 10 that interview will be starting. So we were into like so much stress, like kaise hoga, kya karenge? Then we just sat and gave the interview. First round, HR round, done. After that round, we waited for the second round. Like either we are selected or we are just have to wait like that.
A lot of pressure, a lot of
Yeah,
tension.
sir. And it was like so much. We were having this thing ki whether we are going to go in the second round or not. Then we got to know that we are going for the second round. After some time, we went. Okay, that round was also done. Now the third round. For the third round, I had to wait for like 1.5 hours. I was just getting
Those
this
1.5 hours
anxiety
were
thing,
just.
yeah. I was like, what is happening? Am I into it or
So
not?
how did you cope up in those 1.5 hours?
Sir, I was just taking breathe in, breathe out. I was just sitting calmly. I was feeling, let me take a walk. I just took a walk in the cabin and then I just prepared for it. Then the interview started, and after that we were told that we'll be getting the selection results after some time. So that time it was like, okay, let's
Wow.
do it.
Wonderful. So you have big pressure. Who told you, who taught you that breathe in, breathe out, that will relax you?
I think Ananta ma'am, a faculty mentor, she only told us in many of the sessions that whenever you feel nervous or whenever you feel stressed, just breathe in, breathe out.
So these small tips from faculty members, they do come handy, yeah?
Yes, sir, for
Wonderful.
sure.
Excellent. I'm glad to know that. Okay, I also want to understand that does internships or academic background actually help during the interview process, or they just say that pay attention to internships? Do they really help?
Sure.
You would like to take that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I would love to answer this question
Why?
because it's quite an adventurous journey that I have among all of the people sitting here. Because I did my 12th with physics, chemistry, maths stream, and I'm not from the commerce background actually. And then I came to do BBA in my graduation. Choosing BBA was quite a strategic option for me because I wanted to go into corporate always. Then when I went into BBA, I started getting interested in business, in finances, and I also started developing my soft skills.
Mhm.
Yeah. So after completing my BBA, I was just looking over the placement opportunities that I had. So they were just companies that were related to sales, marketing or HR, but I thought of myself that I'm not built for this. So I discussed it with my father, and he suggested me to do a MBA or PGDM program.
Okay.
Yeah, after consultation with my uncle. So I searched for IMS Ghaziabad and I searched for the location. I thought that will I be able to get a corporate exposure or not? So I came here. I started building the routine, like what I have to practice, what I have to study, and all the course curriculums that are being told to us. Then I finally interacted with my seniors, and one important senior that played a major role in my life was Mr. Tarun Kumar. Yeah, he is also placed in Deloitte the last year. He was former secretary of Finacle. So he started telling me the placement opportunities that we get here. He started telling me about the internship opportunities that we get here. And he told me the crucial fact that matters is you have to learn each and every single thing that you do in your internship, because at last in the director round internship questions will be asked, and since it is a stress round, you need to tell each and everything, how you converted your risks into opportunities, how did you manage your stress levels, etc., etc. If you are managing a team, how did you plan to manage your team, how did you report it to your seniors, etc. So it matters too much to us.
Okay, great. Good to know that. And now from this side, I think I will ask one question from this side. So, was there any overall strategy which you with which you prepared for Deloitte, or you just went through, you understood the process, that what is the process? Was there anything special? Did you do something special to prepare? I would like to know that. Yeah.
Well, I would like to answer this question.
Yeah.
I really wanted someone to ask me this question. Like, how was the overall strategy that you have used to crack the Deloitte? So first, I would say that a smile on the face goes a long way. Remember it. And second point is that during the interview process, you must ask the question to the interviewer. Okay. So that was this one strategy that I have personally used, and I think it was really worth.
Do you think it is make or break? Do you think it is important to ask questions during the interview?
Yes, I think it is important to ask questions.
I have seen in many interview trainings that they tell you that it is very important to ask questions from the interview, but I have also seen the other side also. In one of the interviews, this is very interesting, one of the interviews, the candidate appeared for the interview, he did everything well, answered all the questions very well. In the end, this gentleman asked the recruiter that I have heard that there are, why there are so many attrition in your company, why attrition rate is so high. And the discussion went on to this side, and they were then arguing on this side, and this person was not selected. So sometimes asking questions from the interviewer is also very, you have to be very careful about what you are asking. It can actually make or break. Okay, sorry to interrupt you, now please continue.
So yeah, it is important to ask what question you must know that what question to ask. It should not be controversial one or dangerous one which can lead you to some trouble. Okay, so asking question about like, sir, can you introduce yourself? Like what was the, what I personally asked was that how was the motivation? How would you motivate yourself in this tough time during the Deloitte when the time intervals and the schedules are so hectic? So how do you motivate yourself? What was the work-life balance in Deloitte? So they were really impressed with my questions that I asked. So they have really appreciated me.
So you mean to say that as a strategy, you use this thing that asking questions would definitely help you and maybe create a differentiation with other candidates for you, that you are interacting with the interviewer.
Yeah, it happened.
Okay, wonderful, good to know that. Okay, I would like to, Anika, you want to answer?
But actually this also shows that you are not having a rigid nature. This shows that you are actually open. And you were open to ask questions, because we were taught in the classes that during the PGTM program that you should always ask questions, because as much as you ask, this shows that you are not having a rigid
nature. You are eager, yes, you are curious, you are eager.
Yes.
So
but
then again, the same thing I am coming to that, the question should be intelligent.
Relevant question and not any personal question.
Yes. Yeah, Rahul.
Sir, I'll add to that. Of course, we are taught in PGDM program, but also during the sessions that Deloitte took with us, they mentioned in the PPT the candidates they want to select, what quality should be that you need to have the eagerness to ask questions. So that is a point that I took from the PPT
So
itself.
you noted it down, you
noted
noticed
it
that point and you, okay, wonderful.
So that's why, like, as Vishal already mentioned, we need not ask any controversial question, of course. Like the question that I asked was, although I know why we are putting the dot after Deloitte, but I asked why it's green in color, not in black, because Deloitte is written in black. So the answer to the question that the 17 goals that we need to follow, for that they have changed it to green recently.
Wonderful. Rahul, I would like to understand from you one thing also, that you have been very taking part in extracurricular activities. So do these activities, does participating in these activities help?
Sir, I do believe yes, because for example, the last round that we were attending was termed as the leadership round, in which they would be checking your leadership skills. My CV having that I am the Vice President of Student Excellence Council made me avoid that question. They didn't ask me that question. They already presumed that I do have the leadership skills. So the things in the extracurricular what we are adding is very mandatory, because that gives a right check. Like in LinkedIn, we can add skills, but we need to go through the test in LinkedIn. If we go through that test, it provides a certificate, it provides a tick that you really have that.
Did it help you in Deloitte session?
Of course, sir, surely.
How?
Sir, it really helped me, because when they were asking me that, show what leadership skill, what have you done during being a vice president, so I quoted it with the STAR model that we are taught in classrooms.
Wonderful.
And I quoted it what the responsibilities that I've undertaken, and I've accomplished it.
Excellent. And can you tell me one move, one specific instance which actually you think that impressed the interviewer?
So Vishal already mentioned it, always have the smile on your face, because the recruiter perceives it at, if in this stress moment you can have that smile on your face, you can handle any difficult situations.
Okay, wonderful. So that is basically, that projects confidence, that shows that you are not under pressure, that shows that you are a confident person.
Yes.
Excellent. That is a wonderful tip for the student. Okay, so now I would like to ask Shreya. Shreya, what are the different, basically, how do you prepare for Deloitte? Can you explain how did you prepare for
So the first round is Versant, as we know that. So for Versant, I prepared with the help of YouTube, and faculty helped a lot. And also there was a preparatory session for Versant and CoCubes round, and also for technical round. And that's all.
How did faculty help? You mentioned faculty help.
They gives us proper training for how to speak in Versant, whether we can do anything.
Okay, wonderful. The confidence they gave you,
Yes.
Okay, the preparation. And how did the YouTube help you?
So in YouTube, there are many videos related to Versant, like how to speak, how to act in that place. So YouTube helped a lot.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, you would like to answer?
Basically, at the very beginning, for day one, when we had the Versant training, ma'am said that you should have aside 15,000 aside from your pocket money to give the Pearson test. But that time, everyone was like, "Oh, it's very big expense. How can we? It's waste." But actually, definitely believe me, sir. After giving the Versant, you get the confidence and you know where you stand. So it's like I would the gift tell the audience that you should actually spend that 15,000 for 1,500 basically for the test, Versant test, because it really helps. It definitely helped me. I understood where I lacked and I improved on that. So
Wonderful, excellent. Yeah.
Actually, there is a secret, an most underrated YouTube channel on YouTube channel. Its name is the Aptitude Guy, and the guy has been helping too many aspirants since long years. He has been preparing certain interview questions. He has been making students prepare for Versant as well as for the aptitude rounds too. And I have found out in my aptitude test, those questions that he made me practice on his YouTube channel, the questions were exactly same with the same options. Secondly, when it comes to director round, the same stress questions were mentioned there. So I think maybe it's a luck or something else, but it worked. It worked for me.
Yes, Sarthak.
So definitely, apart from all this, while preparing for Deloitte, if I would like to give one simple advice to all the juniors present over here, you should just focus on your communication and confidence. That's it. Because that will be the major key to success for getting into Deloitte. If you are confident, then you're gonna definitely answer all the random questions which the interviewer will be asking from you. And definitely he will be asking you those questions which you are not prepared for. And communication is one of the most important part, I think, because if you are not good in communication, you will not be able to clear the first round itself, the Versant round. So yeah, you have enough time right now, and you should be definitely looking into these two things right now.
Okay, one question that
I would like to add on one more thing.
Yeah, please.
Like Sarthak mentioned that communication is important, and I would like to say that attitude is very much important. In the interview has checked our attitude, that whether we are learnable or not. If we have a learning attitude, then they will be able to recruit us. This was told to me by our faculty mentor, that is Bhati sir, Amit Bhati sir. He told me that if Deloitte comes for mass hiring, see, so if you believe, if you show that you have a learning attitude, they'll definitely recruit you.
So communication,
attitude, learning
so
attitude.
what other skills and qualities do you think now, when you have cracked the code, that what other skills Deloitte looks for in their candidates?
Sir, they definitely look for the accounting concepts, like you should have a very strong financial background.
Okay.
If you know the accounting concept, then only you'll be forwarded to the next round.
Yes, would you like to add on that?
Sir, accounting is one of the most important part, I think, that you should be handling with. Not the entire accounting part, just you should be familiar with all the accounting terms of class 11 especially. You should have all the hands-on experience and everything, every basic knowledge about class 11 accounting. And apart from that, in the last round, that is the leadership round, there was just one simple question he asked me.
Yeah.
Sarthak, tell me something about yourself. I just explained. Sarthak, I don't want to waste my time as well as yours. I just want to ask one question. What will be the 3 most important things you will be bringing on the table when you will be joining Deloitte?
Fantastic, yeah. What are you bringing on the table?
First of all, I was a bit nervous that the person was having 17 years experience in Deloitte. I said, this is the first thing is flexibility. I should be very much flexible while performing the task, because all the tasks will be different when assigned to me when I'll be in Deloitte. The second will be communication. If I'm a good communicator, I'll be able to communicate each and everything in a clear and precise manner, and that will definitely bring most positive results.
Wonderful.
And the third one is continuous learning, because sir, in the US taxation profile, I'll not be familiar with all the terms right now. With the process of continuous learning, I'll be definitely reaching heights and doing very well in my career.
Excellent. You touched the right spot, because lifelong learning is a very, very important thing in current times.
Exactly.
And everybody is talking about lifelong learning, and I think you touched the very right point when you said that. Thank you, Sarthak.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you would like to add something?
Yes.
Yeah,
So I would like to add that yes, you asked that skills, what skills are important. So I think communications, confidence, we can learn with all the pool sessions that we have been providing by the faculty members. But I personally realized that what there is important is handling the pressure, because not everyone, I personally saw everyone coming from the cabin that they were not able to handle the pressure.
So someone was breathing, they did breathing practice. What did you do to handle the pressure?
I was chanting some mantra that my mother taught me.
Okay.
So it really helped me. It was like something that calmed me down during the waiting process.
So handling pressure is very important.
Very much important, yes sir.
So how do somebody train for that? What do you think that? How should a student train for that? Breathing practice, you told, and maybe any mantra or any chanting or whatever faith you have, you can actually pray. That is second thing. What else can you suggest for, in your own opinion, that what should somebody do to basically handle the pressure at that point of time?
Sir, I would say that I was taught one more thing from here, that the ball should be in your court. Whenever you are giving the interview should be inclined towards yourself. Like I should be the one who is taking
directing the interview.
Directly. Sorry.
You should be the one who is directing the interview. That's what you mean?
Yeah. That's because the interview can ask us anything. But we should be prepared for that particular question. If I know everything that what is written in my CV, I'll be able to answer it.
Okay.
So the questions should be inclined in that way. I should be answering in that way that he asked me only that particular question that I would be able to answer.
Wonderful, excellent. Okay, what I understand that you have a good academic pressure also. Am I right, or am I right
Yes,
for that?
you're right,
So
you're right.
how did you take out time? What did you do? How did you prepare? Because one side you have a lot of presentations, academic load, and a lot of projects, and on the other hand, you have to prepare for your very important placements. How did you manage time?
So I think prioritizing your work is very much important. You should always prioritize what is important to you at first. You should divide your work, whether it is the placement or the academics. So I personally believe that you should have time for both, and you should.
But everything looks important at that time.
Exactly.
On one hand, you have your presentation next day. On one hand, your project deadline to submit, and then you have this coming. So everything is urgent.
Yes.
How do you handle that?
Sir, I would like to add one thing. That what makes you a multitasker, and this is what we are taught in this PGDM program. That you have to manage your assignments, you have to manage your midterm examinations, you have to manage your placements as well, and the extracurricular activities which you will add on your resume at that point of time.
Wonderful.
So multitasker, you have to be a multitasker, and I think that you have plenty of time right now. So just coordinate with the faculties, and they'll guide you to the perfect.
So
time.
you have been trained, basically, you have been trained with this thing, you are trained with this thing that you have to manage multiple things. Everything is important and few things are urgent, how to handle that. So, okay, you mean to say that you are trained during the last 1.5 or 2 years for that. Wonderful.
So basically,
Okay, yeah.
what I believe is that we are being taught how to plan things out. Like during the 2 months of internship, what I personally did is at that time only I went through the preparations that I need to do for the technical round, because we are aware of those things. It's just only brushing up. So after the internship, after we come back to our PG, I did those things. I did my technical round. After that, when our classes for the Deloitte preparations was given, at that time I prepared for the Versant and the APTI. So by doing this, I really got the time also to participate in my college activities as well and managing the academics round ways.
Excellent. Anika wants to say something too. Yeah.
So one more most important that IMS Ghaziabad has provided us with the mock interview. That was just before 2 days prior to the interview, original interview of Deloitte. We had got the mock interview. So it actually gave us the pace where we are standing. So the teachers were there, like Amit Bhati sir and the other HR person was also there. We had 2 rounds, HR round and technical round. So basically this gave us a training prior to entering into the exact interview. So sir, it was like not that much pressure I felt. It was like I was comforted with that pressure.
So you have gone through that
yes,
process
exactly,
once,
sir.
twice, thrice. So you were a little bit used to handling that.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
wonderful, excellent. Okay, one question which is very important, which is very interesting. What is the one thing you wish you had known before appearing for Deloitte? One thing which you wish you would have known before appearing for Deloitte. Now you feel that you would have known that.
Sir, I would like to answer.
Okay, please go ahead.
So basically talking in a like normal way, like because I actually live in Hyderabad itself. So I did not knew that we had came to Deloitte over here, and Deloitte from the building where the Deloitte is, walking distance is my house. So I never felt that after coming to not Delhi, Ghaziabad means Deloitte will be hiring only for Gurgaon. But the day when this placement came on the mail, we said that the location is Hyderabad. So this was one of the most exciting and grateful things that I got. That yes, finally Hyderabad once again.
You will go back to your home.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. One thing which you would have known earlier, which you feel that I wish that I would have known this earlier.
Sir, so in my perspective, there are 2 questions that are related to one from the stress interview and other from the accounting part. So I just focused on 11th accountancy and I didn't look over the manufacturing account or production, etc. And he asked me a question abruptly, and that was, what is safety margin?
So you wish that you would have known.
Yeah. So I thought I was very afraid because I wasn't able to answer safety margin. So I was thinking that whether I will be selected, whether I will go in the next round or not. And the second thing, he asked me the questions that you have so many abilities and skills mentioned in your CV. So it seems like you have entrepreneurial spirit. Why do you want to join corporate?
Wow.
So there was an answer that I said that, sir, these are the life skills actually. They are not just professional skills. And the guy who is in corporate, if he has certain skills, certain professional skills, he has certain soft skills that is required by the entrepreneur also. Because the contribution that the guy who is in corporate he is going to give is going to generate the profitability for the organization. But if the entrepreneur is taking it in just in the casual way, the organization that he has started or the enterprise he has started is not going to sustain in future.
Sir, I would like to add one more point.
Yeah, sure.
Just like Ayush mentioned that he didn't know what is the meaning of marginal safety. He asked me the same question. Okay. So I was like, sir, I don't know the answer, what to say. Then I would like to give just one advice that you have the leniency of not giving answers to 2 or 3 questions. Like if you don't know the answer, just say it directly, sir, we don't know. Don't abruptly say that, sir, this is the meaning, ye hoga, wo hoga. ये सब बोलने से he won't be impressed. If you say, sir, I don't know, he'll be like, okay, let me teach you. Then he taught me what is marginal safety.
Okay, what?
So this is how also you can handle your pressure and stress at that particular time. I was like, after the first round, I was feeling, I didn't give answer to 2-3 questions. Will I be going to the next round or not? I was like, okay, just I will give my best. Whatever happens, let's see.
Focus on the moment right now
Yes,
and don't think about the results.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard that somewhere else?
Yes, sir. We have been taught this thing
That
here
focus
only,
on right
that
now, don't think about the result right now.
Give your best shot. Don't worry about the result. Either you will be selected or not. This is not the end of the world. Just go for it.
Okay. So what I believe that this gives rise to one of the skills that we require in interview is presence of mind. That we really require. For example, if I quote, in the HR round, I was asked technical questions. I guess Varnika and Ayush were on the same panel, with the same panel. So he was asking us technical questions in the HR round itself. So he had asked me one journal entry regarding provision for bad debt. I had answered it from the balance sheet point of view. He said from the end that your journal entry is wrong, and the journal entry that he quoted was from the statement of PL point of view. So I got instantly, I thought of that, no, my answer is not wrong. So I said him back that, so you are answering from the PL point of view, I am answering from the balance sheet point of view. So neither of us is wrong over here.
Okay.
So that's the presence of mind that I thought that I got at that moment to reply it back with confidence. So he also took it. He accepted it.
Okay, wonderful.
So
Rahul,
the same thing happened with me. Even I said the same thing, and he was like, "You guys have prepared it or what?"
Wonderful.
Then we were like, "No, sir, we didn't prepare. It is just the different point of views that are coming us."
Excellent. And you said presence of mind. So one question: how do you think that one can develop presence of mind?
Sir,
Can it be developed? How?
Yes, sir, it definitely can be developed. For that, I really think that don't get nervous. If you can calm yourself down, automatically an answer comes to your mind that strikes your mind what you need to answer.
So what we have gathered from 2, 3, 4 things, that handling pressure, calmness, presence of mind is very, very, very important. Okay, with that note, I thank you very much. You have been wonderful, and I think we got so many insights from all of you. I hope, I wish, and I know that the students who are appearing, who will be appearing for Deloitte will be very, very, very happy to see this, and they would appreciate that. And thank you, ladies, and thank you, gentlemen, for the wonderful interview. I'm Dr. Pankaj Rawal signing off. Thank you.